You've classified your data, applied sensitivity labels, and built custom info types. But how do you know it's working? That's where Content Explorer and Activity Explorer come in. In this video, we'll explore how to monitor data classification in Microsoft 365 using these powerful tools and how they can help you stay secure and compliant. So what are these tools? Content Explorer shows you where sensitive info types and labels are applied across your tenant, while Activity Explorer tracks user actions related to sensitive data like viewing, sharing, or labeling. So think of Content Explorer as your data map and Activity Explorer as your audit trail. Now, you will find versions of Content Explorer and Activity Explorer within the various solutions that are included in Microsoft Purview, like information protection and data loss prevention. There is no unified view of both of these solutions. Let's take a look at Content Explorer first, and we can access this by going to Solutions, Information Protection, Explorers, and Content Explorer. You can explore the email and docs in your organization by sensitive information types, sensitivity labels, retention labels, and trainable classifiers. And you can do this by looking at Exchange, OneDrive, SharePoint, Teams, and Copilot. You can drill down into specific files, see who accessed them, and understand how your classification policies are being applied. Under data loss prevention, we can view the Content Explorer in exactly the same way. The process is the same for Activity Explorer. Open Activity Explorers from within the solution you are in this example, information protection, and you will be able to see all the activities that have taken place in relation to that solution. Here we can see that we have several entries for archive created. So if we click onto this, we can see all of the details about that particular activity. If we scroll down, we can see some other activities like file read. And if we continue down, we can see Copilot, interactions, classifications stamped, file modified, and all sorts of other classifications, including things like file transferred by Bluetooth and files that have been labeled or had a label lowered in terms of restrictiveness or a label that has been removed altogether. And this can be done by user and location and time range, and it helps you to spot trends, detect anomalies, and validate whether auto-labeling is working as expected. In the context of what you need to know for the SC 401 exam, make sure that you are aware of the differences between Content Explorer and Activity Explorer. Their purposes are similar and yet quite different. Let's go over Content Explorer and Activity Explorer one more time. For Content Explorer, it helps you view and investigate the types and locations of sensitive information across your organizations. Key concepts to know: visibility. It shows what sensitive information is found and where, for example, across SharePoint, OneDrive, and Exchange. Permissions requires specific roles like Content Explorer Content Viewer or Content Explorer List Viewer. This is a very important point and is something that is quite likely to come up in the exam. Be certain that you know the roles that are relevant to Content Explorer and Activity Explorer. Labels and classifications. It displays sensitivity labels, retention labels, and classification types within Content Explorer. And finally, use cases for Content Explorer. It's going to be useful for data discovery, compliance audits, and policy validations. Potential exam questions might ask what role is needed to view content in Content Explorer, how does Content Explorer help with identifying sensitive data, and what types of data sources does Content Explorer support. Moving on to Activity Explorer, a reminder of its purpose: it's to provide insights into user activities related to sensitive data such as labeling, sharing, and modifying content. Key concepts to know: number one, audit trail. It tracks actions like applying sensitivity labels, sharing externally, and downloading. Time-based filtering. It allows filtering by date ranges, users, locations, and activities. Integration. It works with Microsoft Purview Audit and Microsoft Defender for cloud apps. So do make sure that you know about all those integrations. And use cases. It's useful for monitoring data handling, detecting risky behavior, and investigating incidents. Potential exam questions here for Activity Explorer might include: what kind of activities can be tracked in Activity Explorer? Make sure you look at the Learn documentation and be sure you understand exactly the types of activities can be included. How can Activity Explorer help identify potential data leaks, and what permissions are required to access Activity Explorer? Here's a helpful table here on Content Explorer versus Activity Explorer, which I will not read out. I will let you read that yourself and screenshot it if you wish, but be ready to compare and contrast these tools. Content and Activity Explorer are your eyes on the data. They help you validate, monitor, and improve your classification strategy. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments how Content and Activity Explorer are helping you. And in the next video, we'll cover sensitivity labeling and auto labeling. Thanks for watching. Do tune in next time. And until then, do stay safe, travel well, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.